Phil Collins, the man with the drum fill that changed music forever. In the air tonight, the sound of the 80s in one heartbeat. He sold over 100 million records. He won Oscars, Grammys, Golden Globes, and yet by the 2000s, Phil Collins went from musical genius to punchline. Critics mocked him, tabloids tore him apart, and fans forgot him. And he wasn't canceled by controversy, he was canceled by fatigue and snobbery and fake headlines.
And what's wild is he didn't go down for saying something offensive or doing something criminal. He got erased because he was too successful, too sentimental, and just too everywhere. But as we will see, the fall wasn't just cultural. It got very, very personal.
Let's rewind. Genesis was an experimental progressive rock band until Collins took the mic. Then came Invisible Touch, Land of Confusion, Throwing It All Away, and the critics did what critics do best. They called it a sellout. Meanwhile, Collins' solo career was unstoppable. Against All Odds, Sussudio, You'll Be in My Heart. The guy was printing hits like they were tax forms. He was the sound of every breakup, every wedding, and every elevator from London to Los Angeles.
By the early 90s, he was everywhere. Radio, TV, Disney, soundtracks. And when you're everywhere, people start to get tired of you. Musicians like Noel Gallagher mocked him. Journalists called him uncool. He even admitted in The Guardian, "I realize in hindsight how annoying I was." Imagine being so good at your job that people turn on you for it.
Then came Another Day in Paradise, a haunting, socially conscious song about homelessness. It won him a Grammy in the respect of millions, but it also made him a target. Critics said, "You can't sing about homelessness while living in a mansion." And the press painted him as an out-of-touch rich guy pretending to care. Forget that the song raised awareness and money for shelters. No, it was easier to make him a symbol of 80s excess.
And that's what makes this so absurd. While other rock stars are trashing hotel rooms, Phil Collins got canceled for being too earnest.
And then came Act 2 of his downfall, the tabloid years. His divorce from Oriane Ceve was the most expensive in British history at the time, $46 million. They later reconciled, split again, and by 2020, things went nuclear. Oriane moved into his $40 million Miami mansion with her new husband, changed the locks, hired security, and claimed it was hers. Collins called it an armed occupation and takeover. The media, they loved it. They didn't care who was right. They had a circus.
Then came the smear campaign. The headlines wrote, "Phil Collins, stop bathing." That line went viral around the world. And what didn't go viral? The judge's ruling. In 2022, a Miami court dismissed Oriane's $20 million claim. The man didn't lose the case. He lost the narrative.
She even auctioned off his gold records out of spite. The same awards that built his legend sold to strangers online? That's the kind of humiliation money can't undo.
While tabloids tore him apart, Phil Collins' body was falling apart too. Decades of drumming crushed his spine. He suffered nerve damage, dropped foot, and lost strength in his hands. He literally couldn't hold drumsticks anymore. By 2021, on the final Genesis tour, he performed from a chair. He told fans, "I can barely play. I've used up my air miles." It wasn't a farewell concert. It was a man saying goodbye.
Think about that. A man whose rhythm defined a generation couldn't even feel his fingers? That's not a fall from grace. That's the toll of greatness. But instead of celebrating his legacy, culture turned him into a meme. Washed up Phil Collins. No scandals, no crimes, just a broken body and a brutal press cycle.
So what can we learn from this story? What does this all mean? Was Phil Collins canceled? Well, not in the Twitter sense. He was canceled by time, tabloids, and tiredness. By a culture that doesn't know how to let legends age gracefully.
And it says something about us too. We love to build our icons, but we love tearing them down too, even more.
The world may have erased Phil Collins, but his music is still carved into our collective memory.
So what do you think? Was Phil Collins canceled or was he the victim of a long, slow erasure by media and time?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories they'd rather you forget. And if you or someone you know needs help rebuilding their online reputation, check out erase.com.